And welcome back. It's another early morning Sunday show being filmed Saturday night because that's just the way it is, folks, right now. But doesn't matter. The music's still going to be the same. So, yeah, whatever time. We come on Sunday morning. Uh, I would say better week, but nah, that'd be lying. Fired someone, their person quit, trying to bring him in. Brought in this high schooler. He was really excited to work in the pool business. Yeah, I want to do this for the summer. Yeah. After he cleaned one pool, well, that excitement really wore off, I was told. And, it's like, can you just stick it out a week? Can you? Can you? Don't just show up tomorrow. That's kind of how it's been turning. Last 3 days, trained new people, and we got another one starting next week. My best one, he's going back to Colombia for medical reasons, which is sad because he was really, really good. Not sure how much he really understands, but he understands enough. He does an excellent job. So, yeah, we're still behind on fixing stuff. So you get pleasant phone calls, shall we say, HHOAs. Yeah. And I answer the phones. So I'm supposed to be doing invoicing, but I'm running around so much, bringing out parts, trying to deliver things. It's still pretty interesting, shall we say. I have a day off. I haven't had a day off in 28 days. 28. Got tomorrow off. I'm doing invoicing from home. It has to get done. I know it's the first of the month. Time for some bills, baby, because we got to pay for some of this. So, yeah, okay. So we're moving along. Otherwise, that's my life. I couldn't tell you about anything else. There's nothing else that I could tell you about. The opening, I really don't know what I put on there. So I hope you liked it. I'm sure I liked it. Whatever it was, but yeah, no doubt it was awesome. So, all right, music. Some of you stick with me on this. TC, that includes you, because it's going to start off. I got a lot of some of my absolute favorite albums this week, but some of them just aren't for everyone. It's just not going to be. But by the end, for those of you that like something a little nicer, more melodic, you're going to be happy. You're going to get something there. For those of you that like something a little more strange and loud, you're going to be happy at the beginning. But stick to the end. There might be something at the end you may like. All right? So I'm just warning everyone. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, it is. My t-shirt looks like a blushing. Isn't that nice? It's I just see this big blue thing on there. So yeah, there that she is. She's looking at you. Yeah. Okay, so let's just get rolling here because I said I got nothing to say because it doesn't, we're going to get this done and we'll edit this and we'll get it downloaded and I'm going to go to sleep. So there we have it. All right, so first one, and I've shown this one before, but I finally got an original. Final Richie just showed this one recently too. Spaceman 3, Perfect Prescription. This is just a favorite album. I love this album. And The Perfect Prescription. It's so interesting. Throughout the UK. And this is a concept album. A concept album. So does that make it prog? Maybe it does. The concept is, it's kind of like the visions of a drug trip from its inception to its blasted conclusion. That's the concept. We're going to start from the beginning to the end of the drug trip. And it begins with Take Me to the Other Side, which is, it's brash, it's exciting. There's just this, it just charges into the joy of the experience. I'm going to play a sample of that. That last song, I'm going to play you a sample of that one too. It's called Call the Doctor. Okay, can you figure that one out? All right, we're on drug trip. Call the Doctor. And that final song, the singing is just like really husky and drowsy. And you know, you could just hear it's like the final collapse is coming. So you get the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega of a drug trip on this. But this is really packed with great songwriting. It truly is. Now, what do I know about drugs? I take aspirin, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't even have any medications I take. I may have stress ones pretty soon. But the songwriting really is good. They have the song Walking with Jesus, and this is when it first came out on this. And if you know Spaceman 3, that's one of their big ones. And to me, Walking with Jesus is the beginning of Spiritualized. You can hear where the group Spiritualized was going to go. But on this one, it's more acoustic. These guys are known for making a lot of noise, a lot of racket. But Walking with Jesus on this particular album, this cut, is more acoustic, not totally, but it really sounded great. You got songs like Things Will Never Be the Same, and it's just kind of disturbing, but it's energetic, and it's just it's about injecting into your arms, and the violence and the rage and the feedback from the music comes once the injection happens. That's how deep this is. So this is an original, and I mean, I was so freaking happy to get this. I got this at the record show a few months ago that I went with Tice. I did have an original, but I lost the cover, so I had to, you know, I bought a repress of it, which is great. I don't know, I probably don't need the repress now. But when I saw that, I mean, there's just certain things I love to have the original. I get the original album, but the cover's kind of cool to have instead of just that. So, yeah, Spaceman 3. Really excited to have that. Next one, I can't believe I didn't have this in my collection. I had to just go out and get it because it is another favorite album. Rammstein Mutter. Yeah, there's a baby in formaldehyde. How's that for? I mean, that just kind of gets you started on the whole thing. And we have in here, and there's all the boys in formaldehyde. Okay. Mutter is Rammstein's third album. This came out in 2001. Rammstein, if you don't know, is all sung in German. German lyrics, which just give it this power, this darkness. Some say there's prog rock tendencies. Oh, the last one, prog. Is this prog? Am I a prog guy? I don't know. Art, you can tell me. But they say there's prog rock tendencies, but this is filled with your classic metal guitars, and then the vocalist has just this bass voice, man, and this deep bass voice to him. German. It's awesome. This was their breakthrough album. The one before had Du hast, which was such a cool song, but this one put it all together. I mean, mein Herz blinkt. My German's better than my French, which says 0. Links, 2, 3, 4. I think I give you a sample of that one. We have Sohn, Ich will, Firefight, I believe. I got a sample of that. Mutter. It's a 2-album set. It is just so much good stuff. And as an added bonus, because who doesn't want a bonus? It comes with the book, and it just has the boys in formaldehyde. Just a little easier to see. Oh, look at that. He's been cut open. They yanked his heart already. So, yeah. Exciting. The album is, there we go. Oh, there's a picture on the other side. It's a 2-album set. And is there anything on the other one? Nope, there is not. The thing is with Rammstein, some people don't like it. They say, well, is it really, is it a little cartoony or something? If you want to ever see a cool concert, I'll go on to YouTube and put up a Rammstein concert. It's incredible. They play a lot in Europe. It's all about fire. And here's the thing with Rammstein. When you listen to them, you have to do like the Rammstein thing, which is boom, 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 boom. I mean, you can't help but go because it gets you excited. Yeah. Just pumps the hell out of you. Adrenaline pumping. A lot of their songs, it starts kind of soft, and then when you hit the chorus, they explode, and then comes the solos. I mean, man, I have no clue what they're saying. It doesn't matter, because that vocal in German it's its own instrument that just adds so much to it. It just really gets you excited. And I mean, it's just so menacing, but adrenaline pumping. Great stuff. Just ripper choruses. This is pure stadium rock. It is. It's made from, if you watch a concert, thousands and thousands of people come to this thing. And there's so much freaking fire going on. I mean, flamethrowers and that. These guys are nuts. So, Rammstein, 3rd album, Mutter. Another super exciting find. I didn't know this came out. This came out, I think, in 2022. Yeah, the Beatles' White Album. See? No, this is, it says on here, Suicide. So this is Suicide's kind of an intro. I can't say greatest hits, but first off, you'd have to have a hit. But this takes you through a retrospective of Suicide from the beginning to the very end. Suicide to the very end. Well, that probably doesn't come out quite how you want it to be, but that's okay. Suicide, proto-punk, I think would be a good way to do it. Proto-punk, right before the punk movement, very much electronic. These guys influence a lot of electronic people. This is a career spanning, takes from your debut, I mean, up to their last album, which was in 2002, American Supreme. They even do the very first version of Frankie Teardrop, which the lyrics are different, so you can hear that on here, which is pretty cool. There they are, Ellen Vega and Martin Reb. And Ellen Vega, the lead singer right here, he died in 2016, but I think Martin Reb is still revving around. This is a really good introduction to the group. Songs from the first album, they were remastered for this. I'm not sure, maybe Mikey Young came up from Australia, or who's that guy in England now that I suddenly can't think of from Porcupine Tree? Kevin Wilson, maybe, I don't know. But these guys made a lot of noise for 2 people. It's pretty cool. But you can hear them change and go. This was really, really good to see and to have. And again, you can get a feel for the music. There is extras. They put extras in here. So let's just look at the extras real quick. I got 2 sets of extras. Okay. Which is always fun, right? Here's extra number 1. And it just says, oh, suicide. The whole point of this group, I mean, not the whole point, but a big part of it was they wanted to be confrontational. And they were really good at it. Their concerts being confrontational, coming out with chains and crap and just pissing off the audience. They're quite good at it. We got suicide and we have lots of words. But their words are big for old people like myself, so we can read them better. So I think that's very nice of them to do that. You know, the thing is, interesting about Suicide is I love their first album. In fact, here's their first album. Is one of my all-time favorite albums. There's their all-time favorite album. That's my original. I have not gotten an OG back of this, so this is a repress. But I never explored anything else from them. Never even thought about getting another Suicide album. I adore this album, but I never went further with the group. So this was cool to hear, to kind of see where they went. You could see they like 60s music. They like a lot of that kind of a more doo-woppy, kind of like what Lou Reed really enjoyed. And you can hear that in some of their other stuff. So, yeah, very, very nice.
Faces get the right. Heads go forward. Blessings. Hey, you got a cigarette?
Now, for music for the masses, shall we say. The first one, this is Harris Pilton. Harris Pilton out of the UK, if you're watching, just be freaking proud of me. It's a 12-inch single. Okay, this is Sarah Brightman. You can't tell, but it is Sarah Brightman. She's born in 1960, still going on. An actress and a singer, best known for playing in Phantom of the Opera. And in fact, she was married to Andrew Lloyd Webber for a while before Phantom of the Opera, but they stayed friends. I'm sure that really, really helped. This is from her album that came out in 2003, Harem. I love Harem, but it's not on vinyl. It's just on CD, so I have to pick up that CD. She had another one called Winter Solstice of Christmas music. Incredible. Sarah Brightman, if you gave her the phone book, remember phone books? Remember they used to be really big? Back in the late 70s, there was the movie Steve Martin and the Jerk. The new phone books are in. The new phone books are in. He's very excited. For the younger people watching, which is about 2 of you, you probably don't know that movie, but everyone else probably knows The Jerk. Well, I mean, she can sing. And what's this album, Harem, it's very Middle Eastern. She does lots of Middle Eastern rhythms. It's dance. It's exciting dance music. It is the type that will get you out there. It'll get you pumping. It gets you going. On here, it's Harem. And so we have the Hex Hector Club Mix. We got the Hex Hector bonus drum dub. And it's stupid. We have the Hex Hector radio mix and the Hex Hector instrumental dub. Personally, I don't like Hex Hector. I think he just screws songs up. Hex Hector, HH, stop it. Maybe the clubs liked it or whatever, but I like the original version. But I have not found anything from Sarah Brightman. There this was, and I couldn't believe it. It's a favorite song, so I bought it, even though Hex Hector hexed it. So, but yeah, Sarah Brightman, yeah, Harem, awesome. let's go to from Record Store Day. Picked up. So yeah, we'll try and do a Record Store Day every day, every video. Talking Heads live on tour. This was in Cleveland, and yeah, Michael, did you go to this concert? Michael. Oh God, Michael! Every time I say your name, I always forget. I go blank at your channel. Hold on one second. Okay, I was going to look up Michael's, because I know it. Near Wild Heaven just came to me. Near Wild Heaven's from an REM song. Is Michael's channel. Really, he has a hell of a collection. Cool stuff. But from Cleveland, he's seen a lot of concerts. So this was from Cleveland in 1978. So they'd put out their second album, More Songs About Buildings and Bricks. So that's what they were featuring. But also their new album probably had just come out, Fear of Music. Because you do have Electricity or Drugs. You don't have much from there. Just that. As far as, because it's Record Store Day, that means you're not going to give you anything extra and cool, because what's the point of that? We're just going to charge you a lot more money and give you nothing extra and cool. Now, what was interesting though, so I'm looking this up. This is tied to it. Okay, so this is a Talking Heads. This is a promo only, live on tour, promo only. 10 songs. This has 11 songs. This, I guess, is the same concert because you find it and the same listings in Discogs, which was really interesting. So I bought this, obviously many years ago. The cover, it was kind of a nondescript cover, some red and some white stripes. There was any pictures of the band, but that's but it was a promotional. So it was live music, but never really said where or what. So they're tied together. So that was pretty neat, because this has been hard to find. So yeah. We got the Talking Heads. I'm playing you a sample for Artists Only. Artists Only, when from More Songs About Buildings and Bricks. When I bought that album, it made me a Talking Heads fan. And I dropped the needle. Song 1, side 1 was Artists Only. It was so different, so weird. David Burns, I'm painting again. He sounded like, he was just, had this urgency. He's really going to paint. He's pretty excited about painting. He's going to piss his pants. He's so happy about painting. So, he got going with it. And it just changed my thoughts on music. It was like, wow, this is the way I want to go. So, very excited to have this Talking Heads live on tour 78, because it goes with that.
I'm painting again. I'm painting again. I'm cleaning again. I'm cleaning my brain.
Final album. Another, for those of you that like it softer, Stewart. And this is Mo-Fi of Year of the Cat. Year of the Cat, one of my favorite albums. I've said that a lot this time. There's a lot of favorite albums here, but it is. My first Stewart was Time Passages, but I kept hearing on, I was in college, so I now had FM radio for the very first time. They're playing Year of the Cat. I thought that's pretty cool, so I bought this, which is still one of the coolest covers. It's it's the cat's meow, this cover. So this is a neat Mo-Fi, and my boss is calling me. I got text from my gal that does my my supervisor out there that takes care of my crew. So who knows what the hell's going on? But yeah, Stewart, Year of the Cat. Just classic album. Sample is On the Border. I'm going to play you. I love that song, but I love this whole album. I bought, and my first collection, I had a lot of Stewart. I bought them all. But when it came down to rebuilding the collection, all those Stewart albums, I listened to Time Passages, I listened to Year of the Cat. And the other ones I didn't listen to. I had them, I was happy to have them, but I didn't play them. So I've never went back to buy them again. I just bought the 2 I needed. I do have one of these, but I did not have a MoFi. This was at a great price, so what the hey. You know, MoFi is a little bit better. Ever since everyone got pissed off about them, you could get them at better prices because people dumped a bunch. Yay for you guys. Thank you for for getting mad about things and not liking them and say MoFi sucks. I'm just dumping them so I can scoop them up because I could care less. I appreciate you a lot.
On my wall, the colors of the maps around me. From Africa, the winds, they talk of change is coming. The torches flare up in the night. The hand that sets the flames alight to spread the word to those who are waiting on the border.
All right, there we have it. That's it. I stayed awake. We did really good. Buying coffee. It's getting warm here in Denver. My room upstairs is time for a fan because I'm really warm right now in this room. Yeah. What the hell's my air conditioning at? This house doesn't cool down very well, so we just kind of get a sauna. I may start doing this shirtless. That probably won't help views whatsoever. I got a feeling that probably won't be good. Because who wants to see a 66-year-old chest, man boobs or whatever? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Unless you're about 80, then it's pretty hot. So, I steered off track there. The podcast is back. 2 guys talking about records. Had to take a few weeks off. I just couldn't do it. Not enough time. And also, I just wasn't in the right spot to do it, but we're back this week. Really excited about it to get that going again because I really miss doing that. So please check it out. 2 guys talking about records. You can find it at Radio Wasteland on YouTube, but also Spotify, iHeart, Apple, and Facebook. It continues to grow, and we really thank people for watching in and tuning in and enjoying what we do because we have a hell of a good time. Because we're just 2 guys talking about records. So that's what we got this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Again, I didn't get any comments taken care of. I can't right now, and I feel so bad because you took the time to write. Please still take the time to write. I'm reading them. I will try to get answering them. You just it may be a month behind or whatever, but I do want to because you took the time. I want to take the time for you because I appreciate it. So thanks. Have a great week. I hope things calm down, but I got a feeling I think I'm in for a sucky summer. My son is he had a full-time job in tech sales, but he has quit that and now working for his company full-time. And I understood why it wasn't, but we just got to get stuff done. Our mechanic is struggling. It's his first year by himself, and it's not working well, and so you can't get pools going because we're repairing. The guy who answers the phone, yeah, there we go. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.